yogis, thanks for joining me for a yoga for strength, for full body strength class today. I'm going to try and target most of the major muscle groups. I might not, but that's my intention. So let's start in a child's pose. Rest your hips back on your heels, get a nice stretch in your hips and your low back, and then release your forehead down to your mat. And just come into the present moment through the breath. So take 5 breaths in and out through your nose here. After you complete this last exhale, press up to tabletop position. With the breath, let's take 3 rounds of cat-cow. Breathe in, drop your belly. Lift through the crown of your head and your tailbone. Breathe out, round your spine. 2 more times. Return to tabletop position. Let's set up for spinal balance. Keep your right knee and your left hand on the floor, and then extend your right arm toward the front of your mat and your left leg toward the back of your mat. Hold here. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, round your spine, bring your elbow to touch your knee, warming up your core. So breathe in, extend, breathe out. Last time. Okay, keep your left leg lifted. Release your right hand to your mat. Kick your right foot to the side of your mat. You're going to come into a modified side plank on your right side. So lift your left arm up, your left leg is lifted. Flex your toes back toward your knee. Now extend your left arm forward. Bring elbow to knee, squeeze in, extend. And last time, extend and squeeze. Extend, tabletop. Release left hand and left knee down to the mat. All right, so let's switch sides. Bring your left arm forward and your right leg back. Try to keep your hips level and your gaze down at the floor. Hold here. Breathe in. Breathe out, elbow to knee around your spine. 2 more times. Extend and curl. Extend and curl. Extend first. We're going to move into modified side plank on the other side. So take your left hand to the floor. Keep your right leg lifted. Kick your left foot to the left. Lift your right arm up. Your right leg should still be lifted. Reach your right arm forward. And then elbow to knee, squeeze. 2 more times. Extend. Squeeze. Extend. Squeeze. And last time, extend, and then tabletop position. Downward facing dog is your next posture. So tuck your toes under. Lift your hips high, release your heels down towards your mat, pedal out your legs. Continuing to stretch everything out here, make sure that your head is nice and heavy. You should be able to wobble it or shake it, yes or no. No tension. And then release both heels down toward the mat. It's okay if they don't touch the mat. Look toward your hands, walk your feet to the front of your mat. Come into a loose hang first, resting your belly on your thighs, maybe taking opposite hand to opposite elbow. And again, you can continue to stretch out your hamstrings by straightening one leg at a time and just gently swaying side to side. And then make your way back towards center. Release your hands down towards your mat. Heel toe your feet together and roll up to standing. On your next breath in, lift your arms up overhead. Connect the palms of your hands. Bring your hands to your heart. As you breathe out, let's do 3 rounds of sun salutation as we continue to warm up. Breathe in, lift your arms up, forward fold. Monkey pose, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Step back, high plank, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra, exhale, lower down. Inhale, high plank, exhale, down dog. Take 1 breath here. Look toward the front of your mat, step or float forward. Come into forward fold as you breathe out. Breathe in, rise up, tall mountain. And this time let's come straight back into forward fold as you exhale. Inhale to monkey. Exhale, step or float, chaturanga. High plank to low plank, up dog, and then return to downward facing dog for 1 breath. Look toward the front of your mat, step or float, and release to forward fold. Tall mountain, last round, forward fold. Monkey, chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog. Okay, we're gonna move into some strength building standing postures. So lift your right leg straight up behind you, hold it here, keep your hips level, and then reach your heel a little bit higher. And a little bit higher, feel your hamstring working. And then curl, bring your knee to your nose like we did from tabletop position. You can lift your back heel up off the floor and set your foot between your hands. Strong low lunge, lengthen your spine, fingertips hover over your mat. Reach your arms up, Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge pose. From here, take a breath in. As you breathe out, lower your knee down toward your mat to hover, and then just cactus your arms. Try to draw your elbows back, hold. Good, and then press your legs straight, and then just dip it 2 more times. Lift, dip, lift, and then make your way to airplane pose. So step onto your right foot. Extend your left leg out behind you. Try to keep your hips level. Arms are alongside your body, palms facing down. Now bring your arms straight out to the sides, palms facing down. Bring your arms straight out in front of you, palms facing toward one another. And then just take 5 mini pulses with your right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come forward, standing splits pose. Might feel that right leg burning a little bit. Bring your left foot up to the left, so off to an angle and up. And from here, you're gonna bring your left foot to the right, bend your right leg, and then tap your toes to the earth. And lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. Return to standing splits pose and step back to low lunge. Step back, high plank, lower low plank, press up, high plank, and low plank. Last time, high and low, press up and back. And let's do that on the other side. So lift your left leg straight up behind you. Keep your hips level and then drive your heel toward the ceiling. So instead of opening your hips to get that height, really use the back of your leg. Lift it higher and higher. Round and curl. Bring your knee to your nose. And then step your foot between your hands. Strong low lunge. Extend your spine. Fingertips come to hover. And then you can lift your arms all the way up. Hold here, crescent lunge. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, bring your right knee to the floor to hover, and then cactus your arms. Really draw your elbows back. Hold. Press it back up, and then 2 more. Dip your knee down, press it up, dip it down, press it up. Move into airplane pose, balancing on your left foot. Reach your arms back, level your hips, palms face down. Squeeze your triceps. Bring your arms straight off to the side, palms face down. Bring your arms straight out in front of you, palms face one another. 5 little mini dips on your left leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing splits. Burning leg. Let your head dangle down so that you're looking at the back of your mat. And then reach your right leg up and to the right. Okay, you're going to tap your right toes to the left as you bend your left leg. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Lift. And then step all the way back, low lunge. Step back to high plank, and then roll onto your right side, side plank. You have the option of keeping your foot resting on your left on top of right, or lift it for 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. For 3, 2, 1, high plank, low plank, high plank, low, high, low, up dog, and down dog. Breathe here. All right, take your right foot out behind you, lift it up, step it through. Plant your left heel down on the floor, and then rotate into warrior 2. Nice, strong, strength building pose right here. Hold it. Two more breaths. Last inhale and exhale. Move into 5-pointed star, bringing both toes out to an angle. Reach your arms straight up overhead, and then bring your hands to your heart, sink down. Hold. Last breath in this static hold. All right, now lift both of your heels up off the floor. Feel the muscles in your feet and your calves working to keep you lifted and balanced. From here, little mini pulses. Press your knees back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your heels down, rise up. Now take your heels behind your toes and then come all the way down into standing straddle splits. Release your head down toward your mat. Okay, lift up to a halfway lift. From here, really firm through your thighs and then lift your arms straight off to either side of you with your palms face down, neck is long. Breathe in and then breathe out. Right hand to the floor, left hand to the ceiling. Keep your hips level. Breathe in to center. Breathe out. And again, one more time to each side. Come back to center. Reach your arms forward, palms face each other. And then come all the way up. Warrior 2 to the front of your mat. Reverse warrior. Low lunge. High plank. This time just one. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog, couple breaths here. Lift your left leg up. Step your left foot between your hands. Lower your heel to the floor, your back heel. Right arm leads the way. Warrior 2. Static hold. 5 breaths. Get low, get strong, get focused. And 5-pointed star. Bring your hands to your heart, sink down into a squat. This time take your hands to your knees, thumbs face in. Take a little stretch, dipping your left shoulder in, looking to the right. And switch sides, dip your right shoulder in, look to the left. Come back to center, bring your hands back to your heart. Rise up, 5-pointed star. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior, low lunge. Step back, high plank, low plank, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Lift your right leg up. Bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand, so it's a wide-legged low lunge. Walk your hands to the left, and then bring your elbows wide as you press your chest down toward the floor. I'm just going to do this for 5 times, wide arm push-ups. And this is our last one on this side. Keep your right foot where it is, walk your hands back to center. Take your right toes just out to a slight angle, and then bring your left foot in the same position on the other side of your left hand. Sink your hips down, connect your elbows to your knees, bring your thumbs to your chest. Hold here for a breath. Keep your head in line with your spine the entire time throughout this movement. Only lift your hips to the height of your knees. Lift up, lower down. It's really good for your legs and your hips, your hip flexors, your glutes. 2 more. All right, place your hands back on the floor. Left foot stays where it is. Step your right foot back so you're in a wide-legged low lunge on the other side. Walk your hands to the right. 5, wide arm push-ups from this position. Elbows come out. Press your chest all the way down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands back. High plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. And downward dog. Look toward your hands, come to a seat, bringing your feet between your hands and lowering down onto your back. Slide your thumbs under your bum. Palms press firmly into the floor. Lift your feet up toward the sky. We're going to do some leg lifts here. So real tight core. Bring your heels down toward the floor and lift. At your own pace, lower and lift. We're doing 10. Try not to swing your legs. Be really controlled in your movement for 3 more. Last one. Keep your feet straight up to the ceiling. Bring your arms to the side. In a T position, palms face down. You can have your legs bent or straight. Keep your shoulders flat to the floor and lower your feet to the right. Without touching, come back to center, to the left. Keep going. Just doing 5 of these. Last one on both sides. Back to center, knees hug in, roll your way up to a seated position. You have 2 choices. You can either take reverse plank or reverse tabletop. In both postures, make sure that your shoulders are over your wrists. And in reverse tabletop, you want your knees over your ankles. In reverse plank, feet are hip distance apart. Lift up, press your toes down, and hold it. And lower down. Cross over your ankles and come onto your stomach. Bring your feet to mat distance apart. Bring your arms straight out in front, well, mat distance apart as well, out in front of you. Head stays in line with the spine. Lift everything up off the floor. Hold. Begin to flutter. Hold. Press elbows back toward ribs and release. Keep going. Got 5 left. 5. 2. 1. Press back, child's pose. Right where we began our class. Rest your forehead down. Make your way onto your back. Feet planted firmly to the floor, knees point up. Let's take a hip stretch with reclined pigeon. Cross your right ankle over your left knee and lift your left foot up off the floor, holding on to your thigh or your shin. And place your left foot on the floor and twist. Right foot comes to the left. Look out to the right, any arm position that's comfortable. And switch sides. Come back through center. Plant your right foot on the floor, cross your left ankle over your right knee. And you can lift your foot up off the floor, hold on to thigh or shin. And release and twist. Left foot comes to the right. Look out to the left. Come back to center. Hug your knees in. Prepare yourself for Shavasana. Release your legs long on your mat. Let your feet gently fall open. Arms rest heavy alongside your body, palms facing up. Close your eyes, breathe in. Let it go through your mouth. Please take any extra time you have to rest in Shavasana. Thanks so much for coming to your mat today and strengthening your body and your spirit and your breath. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. From my heart to yours, namaste.